get ready with me for my senior high school graduation while I give you guys some tips. If you are underclassmen, I literally can't believe I'm graduating. It feels so unreal. It still hasn't hit me. I feel like oh, I'm gonna go to school like in a couple months, like it's gonna be fine, but like I don't know, like it's so weird, but it's gonna be good, I think. So my first piece of advice would be to, as you're going any grade you're going into, be nice. Just be nice, be kind, because I just feel like, especially if you're going to be a freshman, just go in being kind, even if you feel like, because sometimes I feel like I was a little rude and like I wasn't the nicest person. You can come back from that. It's harder to come back from it when you're going into senior year because like everybody establishes who you are. And for me, I lost a lot of friends, so it was harder to make friends because people think that you're mean or something. Go to school. When you miss days of school, especially in high school, I feel like especially for like a math class, let's say, because this is where I learned it, they base off the next day or like the next lesson from the day before. So if you miss that day and you go to school the next day, you have no idea what you're learning. Everybody's ahead of you. You're like kind of behind, and it's like kind of hard to catch up, especially like having so many classes. I should take my own advice with this one, but stay out of drama. Stay out of drama. You don't want to be known as like someone who's always getting into drama. You don't want to get in fights. You don't want to like do anything. And like it's harder said than done because people are mean and you want to defend yourself. But like just learn, like especially me, just learn when to not say anything. Like that person is just probably having a bad day, or like they're just a mean person, and that doesn't have to be you. Don't show those colors because like you don't want to be known for that. Also, boys should not be your focus in high school. Yeah, they're nice to look at or whatever, they're nice to talk to, but they don't need to be something that you are focusing on. Drama that comes with having a boyfriend or like talking to the boys in high school. But like just be careful, I guess, with like boys and stuff. That's what I would say. Do your homework. That's really good. Do your homework because in high school, like I don't know everyone's grading system, but like at my school, it's an 80-20. So homework doesn't really matter, but it does because it buffers your grade. If you fail a test, like you want to have that buffer. Tests and stuff are like 80%, and like you want to make sure you're doing your homework. Oh my gosh, doing your homework helps you study for like tests and stuff. And like a lot of, at least my school, we had like study material, but like if you do your homework, you already know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You don't really need to study that much. You don't need to be waking up at or like staying up till 10, 11 at night trying to do your homework and study for a test that you have tomorrow that you are gonna fail. Be nice to your teachers. Like I feel like there's so many students who like take their teachers for granted, and they're just like so mean to their teachers. Like a lot of kids in my school like are just like so disrespectful, and it's like these are the people who are doing your grades, helping you. And like for me, for example, when I have a good relationship with a teacher, they help me on tests that they're not supposed to help me on, and like they help me with my grade. Let's say if I'm a couple points short of like a grade that I'm wanting, they raise it up a little bit. They give me bonus points. Like you just need to respect, especially just respecting your teachers, even if they don't do anything for you. I just feel like that's like so like ugh when someone's mean to their teacher. I don't know. Also, get that driver's license. Get that driver's license so you don't have to ask your parents to drive you everywhere. You don't have to ask friends to drive you everywhere, because after a while, it feels like to that friend like you're using them. Get your life together. Like yeah, driving is scary, but be a good driver then. Be a good driver. Also, get that job. Get that job. You're gonna need some money in high school. Get that job. Participate in school activities. It's not embarrassing. You're not gonna be weird. Dress up for those spirit days. Go to those football games. Go to all the sports you can. Like make memories. Get yearbook to take your picture. You want to be in the yearbook, and like you want to have those cool memories to look back on when you're older. And like when you get older, none of it is going to matter. None of it's going to matter. You're not gonna feel embarrassed, and you're gonna be proud that you did it. Tell your kids like, oh, I was like this in high school. And like another thing of advice would be to play sports. Get to know like how to play on a team, work as a team, do things as a team, and it's actually really fun. You'll love the memories. Like I played soccer and I loved it. Sometimes it's a little bit drama, but like just make the best out of everything. And that's really all the advice I can think of right now. This is my hair and my makeup, and now I'm gonna get dressed. And hopefully my advice helps you through your high school experience. But now I'm ready to graduate.